Negro and the field Negro. The house Negro, they lived in the house with master. They dressed pretty good. They ate good because they ate his food, but he left. They lived in the attic or the basement, but still they lived near their master. And they loved their master more than the master loved himself. They would give their life to save their master's house quicker than the master would. The house Negro, if the master said, we got a good house here, the house Negro said, yeah, we got a good house here. Whenever the master said we, he said we. That's how you can tell a house Negro. If the master's house caught on fire, the house Negro would fight harder to put the blaze out than the master would. If the master got sick, the house Negro would say, what's the matter, boss? We sick. We sick. He identified himself with his master more than his master identified with himself. And if you came to the house Negro and said, let's run away, let's escape, let's separate, that house Negro would look at you and say, man, you crazy. What you mean separate? Where is there a better house than this? Where can I wear better clothes than this? Where can I eat better food than this? That was that house Negro. In those days, he was called a house nigger. And that's what we call him today, because we still got some house niggers running around here. This modern house Negro loves his master. He wants to live near him. He'll pay 3 times as much as the house is worth just to live near his master. And then brag about, I'm the only Negro out here. I'm the only one on my job. I'm the only one in this school. You're nothing but a house Negro. And if someone come to you right now and say, let's separate, you say the same thing that the house Negro said on the plantation. What you mean separate? From America? This good white man? Where you going to get a better job than you get here? I mean, this is what you say. I ain't left nothing in Africa. That's what you said. Why, you left your mind in Africa. On that same plantation, there was the field Negro. The field Negro, those were the masses. There was always more Negroes in the field than there was Negroes in the house. The Negro in the field caught hell. He ate leftovers. In the house, they ate high up on the hole. The Negro in the field didn't get nothing but what was left of the insides of the hole. They call them chitlins nowadays. In those days, they call them what they were, guts. That's what you were, a gut eater. And some of you all still gut eaters. The field Negro was beaten from morning till night. He lived in a shack, in a hut. He wore cast-off clothes. He hated his master. I say he hated his master. He was intelligent. That house Negro loved his master. But that field Negro, remember, they were in the majority. And they hated his master. When the house caught on fire, he didn't try and put it out. That field Negro prayed for a wind, for a breeze. When the master got sick, the field Negro prayed that he died. If someone come to the field Negro and said, let's separate, let's run, he didn't say, where are we going? He said, any place is better than here. You got field Negroes in America today. I'm a field Negro. The masters are the field Negroes. When they see this man's house on fire, you don't hear these little Negroes talking about our government is in trouble. They say the government is in trouble. Imagine a Negro, our government. I even heard one say our astronauts. They won't even let him near a plant. And our astronauts. Our Navy, that's a Negro that's out of his mind. That's a Negro that's out of his mind. Just as the slave master in that day used Tom, the house Negro, to keep the field Negroes in check. The same old slave master today has Negroes who are nothing but modern Uncle Toms, 20th century Uncle Toms, to keep you and me in check, keep us under control. Keep us passive and peaceful and non-violent. That's Tom.
New York, fast city of schemes. New York, full of big mouth fiends. New York, fast city of schemes. New York,
well, all right. Uncle Job Snap, who Tuaco on Black Power family, what's going on? What's going down in your town, from my town? You already know this is your brother in Nguvo. Now you see R&M. You were tuned in once again to R&M RBG TV family, and you know we keep it G. You understand? Raw and uncut, common sense for the common people, dealing with the common issues, seeking the common solutions. You already know, right? If y'all been watching long enough, you've been tuning in long enough, you already know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to bring your way. What's the motto? What's the method? What's the madness? Black love. You know why? Because black love is the cure for the black nation. So let's get it. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to my homeboy Nell. You know what I mean? He's in the building right now. Nell, big up yourself. He's actually responsible, nonetheless, for today's build. Hold on. My bad. A little technical difficulty, but I'm back. Nothing changed. But as I was saying before I left, my homeboy Nell, he's responsible for today's build. And I believe I'm going to call today. Comfort or come up. Which one do you want? I repeat. Comfort or come up. Which one do you want? Let that marinate for a little bit. Roll it around in your head before we get started. One more time. Comfort or come up. Which one do you want? Alright? Okay, where do we begin? Basically, it's as simple as that. Comfort or come up, which one do you want? And the reason why I'm coming before that, before the family, coming before y'all with that energy, with that topic or whatever, me and the homeboy, we sit around, chopping it up, vibing, sharing energies like we always do, communicating with the family, you understand how the family needs to do, communicate. And nonetheless, he brought something up. It was basically like, how can I say it? Do you want to fit in this, or nah? This is what he said. I mean, how you say it again earlier now? Come explain it to it, cause you much better with this. Y'all stay tuned here with the homeboy got to say, cause I really think this is something that really needs to be said. Pop a squat, my dude. Do what you do. So.
Now you can talk. I'm just gonna do the rundown of what you basically was trying to say.
Go ahead.
It's basically are you in this because you have a problem with the system of white supremacy, or you just have a problem with how you've been treated or fitted into white supremacy? Because remember that movie, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker? Mm-hmm. The brother stated that the revolutionaries walked into into the Congress office with guns. And then they left out with jobs. They became politicians and got union jobs and stuff like that. So once they got the jobs, they quit the revolution. So that's basically what this topic is about.
Long story short, I'm trying to try my best not to be long-winded on this one. But like I said, we were talking on this one. I thought it was funny as shit. Because at the end of the day, no matter which role you're quote-unquote playing within this revolution, and you already know, like I said before, revolution is evolution on a daily basis. What you do daily to strive, that's your revolution. You understand? For the common people. But because those that claim, you already know who, they're still attached to that selfish mentality. A lot of people, and people in general, our people in general, are very selfish-minded. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back in the channel. I did a 2-part, me and the wife, on, I believe it was called Social Black People Syndrome. Selfish Black People Syndrome. Check that out, part 1 and 2, right here on RNMRBG TV. So with that being said, with us people being selfish as all hell, and not worried about the common collective, you understand? We're basically just trying to find a way for our personal come-ups versus that of collective, versus that of the collective people. Even within the so-called flying up under this, you already know there's a lot of frauds everywhere posing. And they taking up a lot of space right now. That's facts. They winning right now. Let's keep it 100. The posers, the fakers, the frauds are winning right now. Because at the end of the day, the real G's refuse to stand up. The real G's refuse to really put this shit in motion. Because at the end of the day, like I said, folks are still selfish. So with that being said, if you're still selfish and you're not putting something forward for the common collective so we all can come up, you're seeking your own personal comfort within the hells that we going in. On a collective basis. Mind you, on a collective, black folks is getting gunned down. Both male, female, young and old. On a collective, black folks is going through the hells of the medical torment and this, that, and the third, how they play games in the hospitals and the doctor's office. On the economic level. But again, male, female, young, old, we all go through it. But at the end of the day, because we lack that communication, because we lack that care and concern for one another, because we basically just don't give a shit about the next brother or sister, folks just want to do their own thing on an individual level and then scream out that whole I'm black and I'm proud and Black Lives Matter and this, the TV rhetoric. You understand? The TV rhetoric is what you're going to hear most and foremost versus the sight and the heart feeling of the actions being put forth in the street. There's no action. So at the end of the day, again, folks is looking for their own personal come-ups versus that of the collective. And at the end of the day, it's causing more divide. It's causing more confusion nonetheless. More confusion. This shit is not rocket science, family. We all can do this shit once we just apply a little bit of commitment, a little bit of effort. We got the manpower. You see how many black folks is just in America alone? America alone. Let alone the world. America alone. You know how many of us there is? We have the manpower. But again, folks are selfish. Folks is all about themselves.
And the mistake that's made a lot is just assuming that black people have a problem with white supremacy. All black people do not have a problem with white supremacy.
All black folks don't, right?
Especially in America, most of us identify ourselves with white supremacy.
Now, white supremacy won't identify themselves with you, but you turn around by way of assimilation, by way of generational curses, passed down from one to the next. You understand? Because we have, once again, we have yet to break that cycle. We accept whatever shit they give us and turn it into gold. Now watch this though. You ever heard this one? And we talked about this one a little bit earlier. Have you ever heard this one? Freedom is a state of mind. Now, I hear what you're trying to say, sir, ma'am. I hear what you're trying to say. I know where you're going with it. Sounds good. The philosophy sounds good, but that shit don't hold up. Sorry. It don't hold up. It don't hold up. Freedom is a state of mind. Sounds good, again, but it don't hold up. At the end of the day, your black ass is still trapped under this system. Whether you want to think you not,
You are.
you are.
We all are.
We are. And there's nothing you can say about it. Not a thing. Not a thing. And if you want to say something, I'd rather you say it within your proof. Prove it to me. Show and prove. I guarantee you can. Not a disrespect, but that's just reality of the whole deal, fam. It's not a disrespect. This is reality of it. The reality of it states that a lot of people are trying their best to fit into something that your asses don't fit into. It's like the whole square and circle analogy or whatever. You trying to put something that do not fit and trying to force, you know what I'm saying, force it in there. Meanwhile, what are you doing when you trying to force it? You end up breaking something. You end up cracking something just to make it fit. If it don't fit, it don't fit, man. Stop fronting with the shit, fam. Stop fronting with it. It's okay. It's okay to do your own thing. That's why I always say, 1, thinking ain't illegal. 2, living black ain't wrong. It's okay, family. It's okay to do your thing for you, to sustain you and yours. It's okay. Because again, like I said before in another episode, it's funny how all these episodes, they all play into this one right here. Check out another one I did right here on RNMRBG TV. Assimilation is ancestral humiliation. Check that one out. Because that's exactly what it is. The more we try to assimilate into a system that ain't got shit to do with us, the more we try to assimilate into a system that is built on our oppression, it's built on the continuance of our oppression, the more you are saying, we like it, we want more of it, show me another way I can try to fit into your system, sir. Y'all was a boss. That's what you're saying.
We crazy.
As hell. Crazy as hell. As a collective. And again, this is not to be disrespectful. This is just to show and prove, family, exactly what we're doing. What I'm saying, as a collective, as a people, here in this system, here in America. We're running around thinking everything is all good. We're running around like this. This is what we're doing. I'm cool. Meanwhile, you running right into a brick wall every time, but you refuse to remove the veil and see that's just a brick wall that you're running into. All because you want to fit into some shit that you just don't fit into. It's okay. And now, you got a lot of people out there talk about some, well, this is the old line, actually. A lot of elders, I'm pretty sure they've heard this line from way back in the day. You out your cotton picking mind or whatever. Yes, yeah, I am. Oh, yeah. I am. You damn right. I'm far from my cotton picking mind, and you should too. Come on in, join on in, because the more that you have that cotton picking mind, is the more and more you're gonna live that cotton picking lifestyle. You're gonna have that cotton picking mentality, and you're gonna have it's gonna show in your cotton picking actions.
I wonder when people do say that, do they even know what they're talking about when they say that?
What you mean?
When they say you out your cotton picking mind, they say it like it's a negative thing. But do they know what they're saying when they say that to somebody?
They don't. Because again, at the end of the day, you're trying to save face. Trying to, once again, get in where you fit in. Show them pearly whites. I'm one of the good ones. I'm cool. I'm not like one of those loud mouths over there, those red, black, green wearing folk. I'm not like them. I'm a good one. I show up on time. I do whatever you need me to do. You feel what I'm saying? Sure. Now, big ups to everybody that's out there that's doing what they gotta do as far as got the 9 to 5s or whatever. You got bills to pay. You got a family to feed. Do what you do. But at the end of the day, it's all how you carry it, man. It's all how you carry it, man. If you carrying it on some, you basically bigging them up. That's exactly what you gonna do. Big them up all day long. And at the end of the day, when you big somebody else up, you have to put yourself down. That's the only way some things go up. In order for it to go up, something has to come down. It's that simple. So why not seek the come up of your people? Why not seek the come up of the collective? Are you not part of the collective? Are you not part of the people? Again, this is going back to that whole selfish shit. Folks are selfish, man. They separate themselves without even thinking it. It's second nature to separate from one another. I'm gonna get mine. I don't give a damn about you. Whatever you do, that's you. Meanwhile, again, you can go outside on your block alone, talk to the next door neighbor, the person in your building, whatever. I guarantee you, all y'all got issues with, you know what I'm saying, the way that building is getting ran, that y'all living in. I guarantee you, all y'all got issues with the gentrification that's going on in the neighborhood. I guarantee you, I can go on and on and on, fam. I think you get my point. Stop the selfish shit. Stop the separation within the house. Clean up the house, build up the house, expand the house. You feel? Are you catching my drift, family? So again, do you want to continue in this comfort, or are you really seeking to come up? Are you seeking to come up? And when I mean seeking to come up, exactly, I say it's just that simple. This is why I always bring in the whole concept of black nationalism, because that's our come up right there. With these men right here behind me, what they brought, that was a come up. But again, it requires time, it requires manpower, it requires effort, commitment, money.
We got too lazy.
So again, do you want a come up, or are you just comfortable as hell in hell, waiting to die so you can live all good like your religious institutions have taught you? No matter if coming from the Judaism, Hebrew side, coming from the Christian side, coming from the Islamic side, all the different branches of all of the different three. You know the whole story. Yeah, we gotta endure right now. What's the famous one we all heard growing up in church? A weeping man may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Some shit like that, right? Basically, the whole selling of the hope and dream of when you die, everything will be beautiful. When you die, you don't have to worry anymore. But meanwhile, you're on this earth, you're in this country.
Everybody else, other races is creating.
They got their heavens now.
In your ghetto, they create.
In your hood, on your block, with they shit, they heaven. And guess what? You help them build their heaven. They give you hell. You live in hell. You help them build heaven for them. This ain't the same heaven that you think about where all will be welcome. You feel what I'm saying? All will be able to enjoy the glory and the beauty. Y'all know the rhetoric, family. Don't play stupid. At the end of the day, their heaven is their heaven. They live in it daily in your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to separate from your brother and your sister, your elder and your youngin', because you trying to come up on your own. That ain't no come up. You know what that is? Just like what the title says. It's comfort within the system. It's comfort within hell. That's what you're doing. You ain't about no come up. Because if you was, you put your petty shit to the side. You put your little differences to the side. And you would say, brother, sister, listen, youngin', elder, what we gonna do? And we gonna map it out. Boom, 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 boom. And execute the points that we mapped out. We're not just gonna talk about it all day long. We're going to execute that which we discussed. That's your come up. That's your salvation even. That's your rescue even. It's like that, y'all. But this is why I always say, the best way to get any of that stuff jump started, you should know this, man. With black love, you know why? Because black love is the cure for the black nation. Period. 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 Stop being comfortable. And my thing is this, how the hell can you be comfortable? That's the funny part. That's the part you really got to ask yourself. I can't even speak on that one for you. You got to go in the bathroom and hold that mirror up and gut check yourself. How in the hell can you be comfortable in the state that black people are in today? Whether it's in America, whether it's in the rest of the world over, the rest of the diaspora, at the end of the day, how in the freak, in the hell, whatever words you want to use to describe the situation, how can you be comfortable? How? How? Again, it's very simple. Because you separated yourself from your brother, your sister, your elder, and your youngin'. So in other words, you don't feel the pain that that person felt, that that person's family felt. You don't feel it because you're separated. You're selfish. And with your selfish shit, it's expanding your comfort. Gut check. Now I already know this is going to go over a lot of people's heads. A lot of folks probably might not even want to hear that. And that's cool, I understand it. I understand it. As at the end of the day, we're people that's coming off of a 2,000 year situation of torment. Almost 2,000 years, family. We've been going through shit. Think about it. Do the math. From the Arabs, you know what I'm saying, Trans-Saharan, to over here in the West. It's been concurrent. It's been on basically non-stop. And folks basically expect this shit to go overnight within, like, you know, the last 50-year period from the 60s on up to now. They thinking everything is going to be beautiful, everything is golden, all is well, yada, 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 yada. Again, that's that comfort because they sold you a story and your ass bought it. You probably didn't even read the book, but you bought it. It's not illegal, family. Again, how can you be comfortable, man? By you being comfortable, you're basically saying, bring it on, man. We love this shit. Bring it on. Bring it on. We love it. Sorry, you won't hear that coming from me and my set. Because we ain't comfortable. Granted, we still got to maneuver and navigate the way we got to right now because, again, the collective have yet to come together and put something together as far as our institutions, and, you know what I'm saying, to sustain our people, for our people. So, again, you got folks that got to navigate and do what they got to do. So they got to go get a job. Okay, they got to go to the store to buy the resources over there at the Walmarts and the grocery stores. Okay, again, the family don't want to come together and put it together for the common collective. They don't want that come up. They don't want that come up. So they don't mind building up other people's empires. They don't mind building up everybody else's comfort. I mean, everybody else's heaven. Because
just in competition with each other. Black folks just want to do better than other black folks.
Makes no sense, man. Makes no sense at all. So you comfortable in this shit. Just know that. Just know that. The more and more you separate yourself from your brother, your sister, your elder, and your youngin', the more you separate yourself from your neighborhood, once you get that little bullshit ass degree, and you move out the hood, go over to, you know what I'm saying, go to Westwood somewhere, not bringing back to the community, not even utilizing that degree to do something for the neighborhood and what you came from. These are just minor examples, but again, I'm showing you that, again, folks are comfortable, even down to the job situation. Again, folks don't want to create businesses or even support the businesses that we have so we can employ each other, employ our young brothers and sisters around the way that's seeking employment so they can help out their fams and that and third. We don't want to do that because we too busy, comfortable over our little bullshit ass promotion that we just got last week on the plantation. You know what I'm saying? We done got moved up, and you know Negroes love status. Negroes love titles. You give a Negro a title, woo, that's your ass. You better clear out.
You don't even got to pay him no more.
You don't even got to pay him no more. He got a title. He will do whatever, she will do whatever they want. They need you to be done because they got that title. And can't nobody tell them nothing because they got that title. You know what the deal, family is. You know what it is. Stop fronting. Again, folks are comfortable. They don't want to put that sacrifice, that time, that energy, that sweat even, blood even. They don't want to do none of that for the common collective, the common come up of the people. They don't want to do that. So these are the same ones, like I said before, these are the same ones that we're going to have to go at. We're going to have to go at them before we can even attack the system because at the end of the day, let's keep it 100. They're in the way.
Yeah, they're the ones who are going to protect it.
Yeah, say that again, brother.
They're the ones who are going to protect it.
They're going to protect that shit.
Before you get to the white man, you got to get to his black guard dogs. And his black guard dogs is dangerous.
And they comfortable. Mm-hmm. They comfortable. They will bite your ass at the drop of a hat. Mm-hmm. He say get them, you got it. Mm-hmm. That's why I always say, common issues for the common people. You know what I'm saying? Common sense for the common people. With the common shit, trying to see some common solutions. The commonality things, man. At the bottom, the core. But, again, folks ain't about that. Because they good with their little kibbles and bits. They good with their kibbles and bits. They comfortable. I'm not. He's not. They were not. But you are. And you want to get mad at us. You ain't thinking smart, man. Thinking it's not illegal. Questions, comments, concerns? Please get at us. Let's talk on this topic, man. Are you comfortable? Or do you want to come up? Are you comfortable with racism, white supremacy? Or do you seek a come up for your black people, for your black nation, your black children? Gut check. Again, man, this is RNM RBG TV, man. We keep it G. These are questions that folks don't really want to answer, but they got to be put on the table, man, for us to move forward. We got to be able to identify, face it for what it is, man. Yeah. That's the only way it's going to happen, man. Everybody stop
acting like it don't exist ain't going to get it nowhere.
How long we been doing that?
Yeah.
Show and prove what that's produced.
Yeah.
Because you comfortable.
Yeah.
You comfortable.
We ain't going to solve a problem until we face it.
You comfortable. But in the meantime, man, stay tuned to the next one. You already know this is RNM RBG TV, man. The homeboy Nell. You already know what it is.
Peace and black power.
And Google, now you see RANM. And you already know we repping that 432. You understand? Uncle Job Snap, who talk on Black Power, man. Always remember that black love is a kid for the black nation, so let's get it. Think, man, it ain't illegal. Living black ain't wrong. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. Stop being comfortable. Let's put that come up together. Bang on out.